Welcome to Season 4 of Transparency with Tiffany, the podcast. This season is very special to me as it features some amazing women who have been with me since the very beginning. They are the first group of women that God entrusted to me, providing unwavering support through every step of my journey. They've stood with me in both the good times and the bad times, covering me with their love and with their prayers. These incredible women are part of my Bible study group, the Daughters of Esther, affectionately known as DOE. In this episode, we'll take you all back to where it all began, sharing not only the stories of how and why it started, but also testimonies of how God has sustained us, and we will reveal His goodness, His grace, and His mercy in all of our lives through this next episode. Let's get started.
Hey, transparency with Tiffany. Yay, 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 yay. Transparency with Tiffany. Hey, yay, 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 yay. Transparency with Tiffany. Transparency with Tiffany. Transparency with Tiffany. Transparency with Tiffany. Hey.
So it's not going nowhere. Going nowhere.
That's like put your dog in.
Welcome to Transparency with Tiffany, the podcast. I am super excited about this edition of Transparency with Tiffany because for this season, we are sharing how we really got started. And so for those that are watching, and maybe some of you who are new to us that don't know how we got here, it was 9 years ago. I started with a Bible study group with my spiritual mother, Edwina Monroe, along with I did another study with some business partners that launched me into conducting my first Bible study. And that Bible study was the study of Esther. It was called It's Tough Being a Woman, with the intent that I was going to do one study. I was going to do this one study. Social media world is here, and I get on social media and say, anybody interested? There was no COVID. The world was open, and so anybody interested in studying the Bible, and a bunch of people on social media said yes. And so we started with Esther. It was about 89 ladies who went out and bought the books and posted themselves with the books. And I was scared. I had never done anything like this before. And that is how we ended up here today. Mm-hmm. And so for this edition of Transparency with Tiffany, I want to share the world with those women who keep me lifted, those who pray for me, my extended tribe. And these are the people that I get to do life with every day, and I want to share them with you. And so first, we're just going to talk from Daughters of Esther. So much has birthed out of that. And one of the things that was birthed out of that is my best friend and I get to do what we call couch and cackling. And so this is normally what couch and cackling is. We come to mom's house, we normally eat, but then we leave and we come in here and we get on the couch and we sit and cackle, solve all of world's problems for 3-4 hours, take our shoes off. She serves us. We do a little bit of work, but really just love on us. And couch and cackling is where you leave from this space, and I don't care if we come in heavy, we feel so, like we can run on and see what the end's gonna be like when we leave. And so that is my desire for this morning, is that yes, we're recording, but super excited to have spent this time with y'all. And I hope that anybody who came in feeling any kind of way, that you feel refreshed from all of the amazing decorations. Honey, that meal, that was everything. Yes. Yes. the hugs, and just our time together. So if you are an original member of Doe, raise your hand. You got the mic, so tell us, how'd you get here and what has made you stay?
I was forced.
Tell the truth.
I was forced to be a part of Doe by default. And it's really has been an amazing journey to watch Tiffany evolve. And she was this shy church girl, but not to her standard churched. So just to see her evolve into this space where she is, and what I call her, a connector. And she has connected so many different women together to study the Word of God, to laugh, to cry, to witness life. Excuse the clocks. I get a little distracted, but that's what catching calculating is about. So we get distracted. But they do live here. But that's how I got to Doe, by force. And it's been an amazing journey. I've learned a lot about myself. It has given me confidence. Although I've been in ministry 25 years, there are just moments that you need to be around community that can see you outside of your gift and outside of your calling, and can really speak life into you when you don't normally want to ask for it. And so that's what Doe has meant to me.
I came to Doe. I'm one of the ladies she's talking about when she made the post on Facebook, and she was asking who wanted to be a part of the Bible study. And it was a time in my life where I needed to make some connections with women that were driven by wanting to have a better or a closer relationship with God, wanting to study the Bible. So once she said that, I knew that was my sign to go ahead. It was somebody I knew from my hometown. So I was like, this will be a great opportunity to just share. And I've been enjoying it ever since. Every time she puts something out there, I do my best to come in and be a part of it. And it's been life-changing, and I feel like I understand more about the Bible, and I can speak to other people about it and share. And I've invited so many people to come to the Bible studies over the years. So I appreciate the space.
I came to Doe. I knew Tiffany. We all went to church together. And it was just good to be with a group of women who all love the Lord and who all shared the same interests. And you could get together. You could study and pray and laugh and eat and just build a bond with one another. And so I really love it, because this closeness with the women, it just it's special to me. So
when I came to Doe, it was a time where we needed a Christian safe space. There'd been a lot of turmoil and a lot of hurt, and Tiffany afforded us a space where we were safe, we could study God's Word, and we could just share with each other. So
thank y'all for sharing. Whenever we started, my intent was going to study one time. We was going to do this one study. I, at that time, was having a major problem with my knees. And so I ended up having my knees replaced. So I did the one study, and let me tell you something, baby, I was done. I was sharing with the mothers how, at the time, like Keisha said, I've been in church all of my life, but I wasn't, I didn't think that I was churched. Like I went, you know how your mom make you go and you Sunday school secretary, I sung on the choir and all that, but I didn't have my own relationship with God. And so I did the sisters around the table, was going to church every Sunday, had been going to church, was doing nothing, okay? And so Mama Rose was like, honey, you getting fat off the word, it's time to do something. And so when I did it the first time, I can remember, like, I'm done with it, but I had my knees replaced, and Mama Mouse and Papa Mouse came, and you told me that you saw guys, the pages were turning. And so we decided to do it again, and after we got to the end of 1 year, if anybody knows me, honey, I love a good gathering, and we did Happy 1 Year Birthday at the Magnolia House in Greensboro. Yes. And so from there, people's like, why didn't I get invited? I want to do something in person. And I was like, well, this ain't really what this was about. And so from there, having conversations with friends was where Breakfast with Tiffany came from. And so Breakfast with Tiffany was from there, like, okay, you can come to the Bible study if you want to, but if not, we're going to have this quarterly breakfast where we'll come together and we're going to talk about things that we as Black women deal with. And I can remember making up my mind, bless the Lord, oh, her soul, because she gets defaulted into everything. So I go to Keisha, so this is what I want to do. And so she gets pulled in on the journey with me. Stephanie Moorhead came with me and Shonda Florence, and we do breakfast. And again, I still feel like I'm a baby, and I can remember by then I am praying before I make some decisions. I ain't just getting out there. And I can remember praying about breakfast, and I go to social media. Yeah, we go to social media for everything. That's another conversation. And I say, because I've never done this before, we're gonna look for a space. And so I put on social media, I'm looking for a place to hold 100 women to come together. We're gonna do breakfast. Anybody has any suggestions? And somebody that I was really close with at the time said, girl, you ain't never did this before. You can't bring 100 women together. And so I disobeyed what I thought that I heard from God. And so we had the first breakfast in this little small space. Like, okay, maybe she right. Maybe I am. And so we had breakfast in this place. If you were there, most everybody was, y'all remember how tight we were in there because I had gotten this small space based on what somebody else said instead of God. And so from there to now, we did breakfast forever. We're gonna talk about that disobedience. And so somebody share what dough has meant to you and why you keep coming back.
Yes, Lord. Mama Miles.
Yes.
I found out about Daughters of Esther from Mama Miles. She was forever talking about it, how wonderful it was, what a great time you guys would always have, the book study, the gathering, all the things. So every time she talked about it, I said, well, do you think I can join? It sounds like something I may be interested in doing. She said, yeah, sure, speak with Tiffany. So I did, and you said yes. And I came in, and it was definitely life-changing for me. It really was. It has been such a blessing. With Mama Monroe being in there, it's just that when I got to meet her on a whole nother level, I had heard of her and I'd seen her, but I never experienced her. So I got to experience her. Yeah. But it's a beautiful experience because she cares for you. She's gonna straighten you up. She's gonna jack you up. Whatever needs to happen, she's going to do it, but she's gonna do it in love. So Daughters of Esther for me has been all of that. It's helped me to grow up, to mature, to see me the way I need to see me. Like me holding this mic right now, not wanting to do this. Amen, Jesus. So I'm having to do this. So Daughters of Esther has been a blessing to me. And I would do anything for you, Tiffany. You already know that.
Yes.
You are a blessing to us.
Yes, you are. Yes. Tracy, how long have you been with us? Is this your first year or second?
This is my first year.
Okay.
I think I saw a post that you posted on there when y'all were doing the Bible in 52 weeks.
Yes.
Or, no, it might have been the book before that.
Okay.
But
Surrender.
I saw it. Yeah, Surrender. And I was just like, I was at a place where I felt isolated. And I was like, in that place, I felt like I was needing to get closer to God. And I was just like, to be involved with a group of like-minded people, because I had gone to Bible study with Mother Monroe many times with the Sister Circle and seen Keisha there as well. So I was like, not knowing they were there, but I was just like, I just didn't feel like it would be any bad ground. I felt like it would be a good place to start. And then just when I got on there and I actually saw who I was involved, I was like, yes, this is my people. And I've learned so much, and I think other people have seen a change. So it's like, because of that, I feel like it was the best thing for me, even though I didn't know how I would deal with it. But I have, and I get on there because it's so real and we're so transparent, for lack of a better word. And like, I remember the night that Mama Miles was like, Pam, pray right now. Like, we just stopped in the middle and Pam prayed, heaven down, and I'm like, cameras was cut off because I know everybody was tore up. And I was just like, and it would just be like, okay, on Tuesdays I got to get myself together because I got to get on there. And it's just like, I love that because I had never had that. And that was one of the promises that I made to my grandmother before she passed away, that I would not lose my link to God because she had left me.
So I've always known about Transparency with Tiffany, was not able to make breakfasts all these years because I always worked weekends. So that was why I never could make it. But what really got me was last year when you did the book, I Surrender. And at that time, I was going through, I guess, an onion peeling type of situation where I needed to get rid of some layers. And I needed to get back into God's Word, really and truly get back into community and in fellowship with like-minded people when it came to God's Word. So when you did the book Surrender, which I love Priscilla Shire anyway, everything she does, but it was a moment that was me saying I need to surrender myself back to Christ. I need to surrender every issue that I was having. And so I texted you to ask if I could join the Bible study. And you're like, sure. And so from there, we went through the surrender and then 52 weeks or something like that through the Bible. But then you asked me to facilitate. What did she say?
She said 40, 38.
Or 38 weeks.
If that.
But it's good that we're able to pivot.
Yes.
We're not
right.
stuck.
Yes.
Because you allowed the Holy Spirit to move. Right. I mean, the last book we did, The Garden Within, my God.
Yeah.
Because if that wasn't, that made me do work on from previous years of hurt, rejection. It made, being in this group, all of us, we had to transform. We had to move from point A to point B so that we can continue on. And it made us grow all together, but individually as well, and get rid of some junk. I mean, really get rid of some mess that was inside of us. And so that's how I came to Daughters of Esther. So I do appreciate you allowing me to participate with this I Surrender book.
Thank you. So thank you to you and Keisha for, again, getting pulled in. So I was sitting, a part of our story, or part of my story, is I took we're going to call it a break, from the Daughters of Esther because I'm overwhelmed. And we came together here. We had breakfast and I announced, unless somebody want to take this over, we done. And so Mama Mouse was like, that ain't how you when you birth something, you ain't just done with it, it's your baby. But at the time, I was just in a different space. I had no idea how much I was gonna miss it. Even though I felt overwhelmed and I felt like life was transitioning, it tugged at me the whole time. So then I said, okay, I'm gonna do it 1 year. So we started, first fruits and we did that, and it was just tugging at me. It's like in the back of my head, I could always hear you saying, that ain't how you do your baby. And you were saying, I know you're overwhelmed, Tiffany, but it's still your baby. You birthed it, it's your baby. And I am grateful, not for the journey, because y'all know how we are. We ain't grateful all the time for the journey that got us there. But I am grateful for the wake-up call to get me back. But I'm grateful for you and for you, Keisha, for asking for help. I'm not good at, but for me asking for the help to get this back going, and you both saying yes. So I am grateful for that. Yeah. Pam, how you get here? So Pam and Lisa are and Lynn, this was your second book with us?
So how did I get here? Mom had always been talking about Daughters of Esther, but if anybody who knows you is your mama, and she knows how I am. She knows I'm not going to deal with a bunch of foolishness. I'm not going to deal with a bunch of, I don't want to deal with no messy women. She knows me. So, but when I came here, and then Angie's told me that you guys did Surrender for All, and then when I read that book, I was like, oh man. Because then just piggyback off what my sister said was the same thing as of how I was feeling. And then also the season that I was in. So when we did how many weeks you said, Miss Monroe? 38 weeks?
She being gracious, honey. It was about 20.
But even with the 38 weeks that we went through with that Bible, that thing was good. Yeah. Because it began to align one chapter with, it was, I think we were in, was it First Kings, and how it lined up with Psalms, and then I understood that. But this last book, The Garden Within, Tiffany, thank you for being so obedient to God, because you do not know how that touched me so that it said, Pam, let's look at Pam. Let's look at Pam. Let's put the mirror in front of Pam. And so to be here with a group of women that are just wonderful. I mean, I am so grateful to be with you guys. It is unbelievable, because I'm not a type of person where I would gravitate to women. I really don't. But just to be here and to be honest, and how we are very transparent with one another. Please do not ever stop this, and not unless God tells you to. But otherwise, keep it going, because we are growing. Yes. We are learning. We all come from different seasons of life, but we're learning from each woman in here. We're learning from the season that you're in. Just how we were just sitting here talking about menopause. I mean, we're learning from one another, and so we thank God for that. And so how I came in, Mama talked about it. Angie came in, and then that's when I came in. And so then I think Angie, did you send me the link? And then I came in, then I asked you, was it okay? And then you said yes. So I've been coming ever since. Yeah. So I thank God for you. Thank God for you. I thank God for Miss Monroe. I thank you for who she is, her transparency. I thank you how when we were at the retreat, oh my goodness, that just opened up so much with us. And even with Miss Monroe. Miss Monroe, I mean, I've heard Mama talk about you, but that particular night, I was like, whoa, because you were sitting there talking to us as your true daughters. You were sharing some stuff with us that like, I was like, oh man, Miss Monroe is real. You know what I'm saying? You know how you talk to people. Some people just not real. Miss Monroe, she sat down and she talked to us. And so just thank you so much for that. For just opening up that door. That retreat that we had was so beautiful. And this person right here, guys, I've never met Tracy before. But since I've been in Daughters of Esther, it's like we connect. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is about us, but we connect. I love this girl. I mean, I love all of y'all, but this girl, I truly, truly love. And so I just thank you. Thank you. You should never gave me a mic, because you give me a mic, I'm gonna keep on talking. I don't keep
She trying to shop. Sorry, that's the admin.
So our retreat, I was excited about the retreat. We've never done anything like that before, so that was new for us. But the night of the retreat, it had been like a long day, just building up. So when we got ready to go to bed, we did our room assignments, we tried to put, people kind of group where they were. And so it was so much noise upstairs. And I was like, I know Mama D want them to go to bed. Y'all, it was so much noise. And I was like, Mom, should I go up there and say something? And so we ended up dozing up. So the next morning we got up, Mama D was like, yeah, I kept them up all night. I was like, you did? Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I thought that they were probably bothering you. She's like, no, honey, they weren't bothering me at all. Those are like the moments that I live for, because it's like, I don't want to just be doing something, just to say that you're doing something. Like, I want to know that we're making an impact. And so when it comes to like the mamas, it's like, I'm always like so self-conscious of, are they good? Would they enjoy this? Is this too much for them? Is this not enough for them? And so when you were like, oh no, honey, I was the leader of the pack. I said, okay. She was. And so, Lynn, I think that the retreat was like a really good experience for you, because that was maybe your first time like meeting a lot of us in person.
It was. I came through from Tracy, and she sent me the book. And at the time when she sent me the book, I was we all going through a little something. But it really did help me. And when I came to the retreat, honestly, I was really impressed. I didn't know what to expect. Right. Yeah, it was really, really nice. And I love all of y'all. And I'm the same as any other woman. I don't do women. It's just messy. I don't do women. But, I'm new here. Only been here probably like 3 years. And then meeting you guys. And I just let go of friends I had for over 30 years. reasons and seasons. And I had to obey God. And I let them go. And I prayed for God to put into my life women and godly women. And I met Tracy, and she told me about the group, and I love the group. I drove all the way from Charlotte. I moved from Winston to Charlotte, and that's not gonna look. That's not gonna stop me from driving, because my thing is this: God gave His only Son. What's an hour and a half, 2 hours to come to this? This I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. You see what I'm saying? So I don't mind driving. Trust me, Tracy talked to me the whole way. I'm good. So I'm fine. Tiffany, I thank God for you. Yes. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm serious, because you're touching so many women, and you know I'm a crybaby. But I love you, and I thank you for this. And this has really saved me. I was telling Tracy on the way here, last night I was feeling down. So I listened to the book we just finished. I started again, and I listened to it. And you heard it before, but you hearing it different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was touching me in a different way. And before you knew it, I was finished with chapter 2, and it's like midnight. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up in the morning. But it was that good. There's just the beginning of the book. I'm like, wow. It really have you looking inside yourself. And it's not pretty, y'all, but you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing. And it's hard, but thank you. Tiffany, I'm serious. Keep going.
Absolutely.
We need you. We need women like you. And you're young. Keep going, okay?
And then last but not least, y'all, I'm having a hot flash. Let me tell you something. Sorry. Child. Yes, honey. Okay. So, this the real world. This real. Lisa, would you like to share? Welcome. We are glad to have you here. And you got the mic? Oh, okay.
Okay, so I am the newest member, I guess.
Yes.
This is my first time coming together with all of you, meeting all of you. It's so good to put faces with the people who are here on the online. And I almost didn't do it, but I came through Angie. Angie and I have been friends for, gosh, what did we say the other day? 30 years?
Wow.
Yeah. So we've been friends a long time. We just clicked, and our children click. And so we've been friends. And then I kept hearing her talking about, I had to get on the Bible study. And I was like, what are you talking about? What's the Bible study that you're talking about? And she said, it's a women's Bible study. And she told me a little bit about it. She said, I'm going to send you the book. Because at that time, my work life has been so crazy. And so she said, I'm just going to send you the book. Just start reading the book. So I started reading. I was like, well, I don't know if I want to get online because I don't really have anything to say. I haven't had a chance to really read it. But I'm going to listen in. And I started listening. I think Tiffany did ask me a question that night. But I did answer it. And as I was listening, I was like, wow, this is really amazing. I really like this. And I'm another person who, I don't do women. I don't like mess. I am who I am. What you see is what you get. I don't put on airs. It's nothing like that. And so I said, I really like these ladies. I really like this Bible study. And then when we got into this last book, because I wasn't able to finish the one that time, but this last one that we just finished, I was like, oh my gosh. Now I see why I'm supposed to be on this call. Because that chapter, as I shared with you guys, I had lost my son in 2016. And that chapter really spoke to me. And so I was able to talk about that night, and I don't usually talk about it. So that helped me, just being on the call with you ladies and hearing everybody talk, and just your openness and the spirit of love that I felt from each and every one of you. Please don't stop doing it. I want to be here for the long haul. I love each and every one of you, and I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yay. So thank y'all for sharing. I do want to, I have one announcement, and then we're going to do something fun, and then we're going to wrap it up. So we are going to bring back breakfast. So we will do Breakfast with Tiffany March the 14th. What'd you say? She said at her house. At her house.
I thought you were asking her, has she checked my calendar? That's what I was going to conjure and say. Did you ask me that?
I'm trying to be way early. You already got something?
We'll talk about it.
Oh. We think it's March the 14th, 2026, so stay tuned. I mean, it sounds like we might move it, but we hope that's when it is. And so I am excited about that. Yeah, everybody get your phones, go ahead on and put it out there. I'm excited about that. And I am just grateful about what 2026 will do for us. This year, I think we learned as a group, if nothing else, that it is okay to pivot. I was extremely nervous about coming to y'all and saying, I ain't feeling this 52 weeks. Are we really getting everything out of it? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I never would have said anything. I would have just went with it, okay? And so it was like, God was kind of tugging on me, but I'm like, well, they seem to enjoy it. Mom Monroe sent me that message. She's like, I don't know about this. I was like, phew!
To God be the glory.
To God be the glory, okay? Yes! Yes, I'm like, sheesh. And it was so funny when we went to the retreat, and it was like, so I hadn't looked at the stickies from the retreat. And so when Mom said, let me go get these stickies. And when I went and got the stick, y'all ain't say nothing about no studies. I was like, okay, well, they obviously want to do other stuff. And so thank you, Angie, because Angie is the one that it had on there, do this Garden Within, but I was like, did somebody write the wrong thing? And so, but then Angie's like, no, I meant that. So I was like, oh, it's a book sale. And so the three of us did start on it early and we came together, but that was like a real testimony to me for who we really are. Grow up when we don't have to keep doing the same things. We can be transparent and open when it's not good. Who called out, Mama Miles just said, listen, we gonna stop and pray. We couldn't do this, I don't think, and God moving us the way that we do if we didn't have our mothers. Right. Because we need that wisdom. I was joking with them about how when I first started, when we did the Daughters of Esther, there were some times when we would hang up from the study, it was like I would laugh and cry at the same time because I was just straight Tiffany. I'd be on there like, hey, why we doing that? But again, it was like it was my first time, and I can't say that I didn't know what I was doing, but y'all gave me so much grace and so much prayer. And so I'm so grateful for that and just grateful for this group. We did decide that we're gonna, listen to me talking about we did decide. Me, Lynn, and Gino, and Monica decided where we are gonna do this every year because our topic was traditionals for Christmas. And so we did decide that this is our new dough tradition. We volunteered your house. Okay. And so
I'll send you the house note. Bed and breakfast.
Yes. Oh, maybe we can do wait a minute. Don't take us too fast. Spend a night? What? Make it an all day?
Freudian slip.
Okay. Y'all see how we all stopped? It was like, wait a minute, a delay ration. Okay.
We're trying to get that mortgage payment.
I know that's right. So, yes, this has been good. So I want to wrap up with something fun. Y'all know we good for singing. What's your favorite Christmas song? Somebody? Favorite Christmas?
Christmas by Chris Brown. Well, Donnie Hathaway. Yes. Take it back. But Chris Brown, Donnie Hathaway.
Yeah.
Whoever does it.
Yes. Somebody else. We can't sing. I want to sing something we can sing.
Oh, yeah. Why are we singing? Why are we singing? This is a song right here.
I don't know.
That's my Christmas song. The Christmas song come out of that way.
You really want to sing?
I did. Okay, we are going to end with prayer, but I was going to do a little rocking and... No, okay. World, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm inviting y'all in so that you can see.
Joy to the world. Y'all know that. You want something to look.
I did. I want to joy to the world.
Jingle bell rock.
That's why you don't ad lib. You should have just stayed with your notes. I don't have them in front of me. I was trying not to rip in my car. We going to end with prayer. All right. All right.
I want to say this.
Okay.
Going back to Tiffany, reference for Tiffany, make sure your insurance is paid up because we have a drastic mother. She'll knock you out of the chair. The music, playing games. So have your insurance paid up. Don't play. Y'all, they this time we had this conversation. He said, I thought I knew, but I saw the other side.
The other side, the experience.
Remember how she was at the retreat? She played that game.
Yes.
She played that game. I want to. Don't forget that.
It's worse. It's worse.
Somebody gotta win.
And Tiffany had to dance the crown.
Yeah, we have a queen. Yes.
That's messed up. Tiffany's sister and Miss Monroe, they were fighting for that crown.
Were they really?
What? Girl, I'm gonna find some footage. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Who got it?
It was a girl thinner than you, honey. I knocked her off with my hip. And then, like a year later, she would tell me, my hips still hurt. I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Musical chairs.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes.
That was the next year I wanted that crown. I'd be so embarrassed. But it's something in me, y'all. So competitive.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Somebody gotta win.
Somebody gotta win.
I've changed.
To our listening audience, thank you so much for being with us this morning. I pray that you have experienced what a vibe we are and just a great connection of women. A lot of you this morning have talked about how it is hard for you to connect with women. And I am grateful because that really is the legacy that I want to leave. When the world says that women can't get along, and especially we as Black women, we hate on each other, I live every single day to prove that that is not true. And so thank you for tuning in. We hope that you have enjoyed this. Please like, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube and on all social media sites. We are Transparency with Tiffany, the podcast. Take care.